Hey folks, this is Wayne from Custom Diecast Hot Wheels and Models. Now, I noticed the other day I was telling you and showing you just on the last video, matter of fact, so this is really kind of cool. Well, not kind of cool, it happened because it aggravated me, but, so remember that that Mercedes I was telling you about? Now, that beautiful red that I was saying I loved it and everything else, well, it's not going to be red anymore because I just decided to change my mind and I want it jet black. So, on that one, getting to that, actually I talked about doing the super glue hack, to get it in there with the baking soda and get it to hold real good so it rolls real nice and everything else. Well, I had this cool little Porsche that I really absolutely love. Hated the wheels, of course. So I was going to do the same thing with that today. Of course, it'll only take me a couple hours. It'll be all done, and that'll be great. Well, I've been working on it longer than a couple hours, and this is what we're getting into. Now, what happened was I tried the super glue hack. All right, that did not work at all. As you can see, it just built up, awful, going crazy, making little dots on there and aggravation. We all know how that goes. So what I did was I had to change gears. So I had to go to the axle inserts that I make with my 3D printer. By the way, I talk about my 3D printer a lot, but I'm telling you, if you want to invest in something that's really, really cool to work on or to work with, those 3D printers are great. I got one Ender for about $200, the Ender Pro 3, and it works great. I mean, I printed this out, even got the little hole on the inside. You got to clean them out a little bit, but they work really great. As you can see, that's exactly what I did. I changed to that idea and that principle of going this route instead of trying to just bang my head against the wall and lose my car, which I really, really like. So as we, come in, we do that. Now you're probably saying, well, where did the axles come from? Well, you can always buy axles, this and that. And you say, what's the paper clip doing here? A paper clip on certain wheels are an awesome axle. So you could take a super clip, oh my God, a paper clip, and you can open up the paper clip, okay, and cut it, and then you have another axle. And I've already pre-cut these to save a little time, have you watch me cut things. But also when you want to cut something with anything that's got a circle in it, especially when it's plastic, can't get this now. Oh, my fingers? Okay. It has a circle or a hole in it, okay. On mine, I know this one didn't come out perfect. I'll make sure I have to line it up with the right way the other wheel is. But don't cut them with any type of a scissors. It's going to squish that. Always lay them down and use a razor blade knife because it gets that nice cleaner cut. So we have our paper clip. Usually the biggest part of the paper clip, that middle part, is way more than enough to be able to get what we want to use. Okay, so we just take it and just snip off one end anywhere. Uh-oh, that one flying somewhere. I'll have to get that later. So, all right, so we have our wheel. Now you just want to take your wheel right off the bat. You just want to get this in here, make sure it goes through. And then now we got super glue for another purpose, which we really don't care right now if it glues the wheel because that's basically what we want it to do. So we just take our super glue. That doesn't mean you have to put a lot of super glue on there or anything, just enough to just make sure, make sure you see it get wet. It's way more than enough. And this will all clean up. We will clean up, just want to dip a little sip the super glue off of there. All the wheels will clean up. Everything cleans up real good with a nice soap and water bath. And what you do is here you take your wheel, you put it on to where you just see it kind of end on that part. All right. And then you just put this on. After you've ground it out, I use a nice burr like this on my Dremel tool. Okay. And then you have this. Put that down like you did this back one. Put the wheel through. Make sure it's nice and straight. And where you need to cut it, you cut it. And there you go. Now you've got a completely different setup on how you want to get your wheels in there. So we do this, and I think it's going to actually work out even better. Because we are going to get a super low Porsche. If I can get this together. Oh, I got it the wrong way. I got it the wrong way. My wheel fell off. Oh my goodness, it's one of these days. And we all have them. But I just want to let you know that when I make mistakes, you're going to know. I'm just not one of those person that feels everything's going to be perfect and just wait till the perfect shot and give you the perfect shot. And then everything's going to be wonderful. Everything's going to be a lovely meadow of daffodils and daisies. So it's not, and I know how that goes. So then we're going to have that. That fitment's going to be perfect. Riding right where the rim would be. So it's going to come out really cool. Now, I wasn't really checking where my hands were during this whole video, so I hope they didn't cover up too much. If they did, let me know, and when I make another mistake, you'll be the first to know about it. And I'll go through everything that I did. All right. That's it. We will show you these cars when they're done, and a couple other things I got going. And we will talk to you later. Bye, guys.